Now, I want to change pace because we've got to talk about the New York City Mayor, Zohran Mamdani. Another normal day over in Mamdani land. Now, if you want help to shovel snow ahead of the winter storm, roll up, but the caveat is you're going to need multiple forms of ID for anyone who'd like to register. And here was Mamdani earlier.
And we're utilizing 33 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away.
Terrific. So, Tudor, this is hilarious because he wants help with snow shoveling, but it's also going to take you hours to register in the process.
Oh, yeah. And the interesting part is the man who does not want voter ID is going to require you to have 2 forms of ID. Not only 2 forms of ID, you also have to have copies of those IDs. You have to have tiny pictures of yourself. My gosh, how many people just have a 1.5-inch square picture of themselves? And you have to have your Social Security card, which I find fascinating because remember, in the 2024 campaign, I remember Kamala Harris saying that it was so radical that people would ask people to bring an ID to vote, because to get an ID, you might have to make a copy of your marriage license or of your birth certificate. And there's not a Kinko's just anywhere. You can't just go anywhere and get a copy of your ID. And this was like the most racist thing you could think. Also, the same people are the ones that are like, look, we've got to bring these immigrants into the country because they're going to do the jobs you don't want to do. Now they suddenly need a bunch of people to shovel snow. I'm guessing that you're not going to have all the marketing executives or the guys on Wall Street or the people walking out of television studios in New York City saying, you know what, we're going to do our part. We're going to fill out all this paperwork and we're going to shovel snow. It's probably going to be some of those people that they brought in and they said, we're going to give you housing and we're going to give you all this free stuff, that might want to actually make some money, but they can't make money under Mamdani. They don't have a right to that job under Mamdani because they don't have an ID. How is this possible? I mean, this just proves that their theory that you should not have to have an ID to vote is totally bunk. These are the same people that require you to have an ID to buy alcohol, that require you to have an ID to go to the doctor's office, that require you to have an ID to get on an airplane. So as soon as he did this, every Republican looked at this and said, pass the SAVE Act right now. If you can honestly, I mean, we're talking about you have to come with your real ID. That's it. To vote, just bring your real ID, the same one you get on a plane with. If you want to shovel snow in New York, you better have like 5 different pieces of documentation to actually be able to get paid. And you know what the leftists are saying? Oh, it's a government job. I'm like, well, wait a minute. You're going to require all this ID to work for the government, but nothing to hire the government. Doesn't matter. You can choose the government no matter what you are, but to get paid by the government, you're going to have to prove who you are. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's just, again, it's just something out of Planet Mamdani land that doesn't make sense. I thought that everything was going to be free, firstly, free and easy under Mamdani, and yet it is 10 times harder. Another error by this mayor.